Alright, hey everybody, I'm doing a video response to African exports. Being a teenage mother isn't cute or glamorous. I'm not a teenage mom, however, I'm a product of a young teenage mom. My mom was 13 when she had me. Therefore, I got to know my grandmother and my great-grandmother and my great-aunt as the women that raised me. My mom wasn't around. She did raise me. Even at some point, she took off and went to Dallas. And by this time, it was her fourth child, and she was 20 years old. With all that being said, she had like so many struggles. I mean, from raising 4 young kids on her own, getting out there in Dallas, Texas, getting a job to support all of us, which means, I mean, you can't support 4 kids when you hadn't finished high school. So what does that mean? That means food stamps, welfare, all that stuff like that. Also, it means that you hadn't even had your childhood, because mine, she had me at 13. So when we did get there, you know, like I said, she kept a roof over our head. She worked very hard, like one of the hardest working women I knew. However, it got to a point where she felt like it's my time, and that's a lot of what I see from the young teenage moms or whatever. At first, I mean, you're like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. However, sometimes it turned into like, I hadn't had my childhood, and then you start getting selfish. And so I felt like, as strong as my mom was, as much as she loved us, she got like really selfish at some point, because she hadn't had her childhood. She wanted to, I mean, you know, have fun with her boyfriend, her men, or whatever case may be, and we were put on the back burner, I felt. I want to go party, and you're now old enough to take care of these other kids. And so I was forced to kind of grow up early. Because of that, I put off for a very long time trying to have children. And I'm just now trying to have children, and I'm 29. I'll be 30 this year. But I was traumatized from that. So that's just coming from the standpoint of being a product of a young teenage mom. And I'm not saying that all teenage moms are like that, but from the majority of the moms I see, when I say majority, I mean pretty much majority of what I see. Teenage moms, it's like that. Not that they intentionally put their children off till last, but it ended up happening like that, because they feel like, well, I want some me time. Even with my sister, you know, at some point, she got comfortable with me babysitting, and it was for a short amount of time. And she just felt like, well, I'm young, I should be able to. No, I'm not the kid's mom. So, you know, that's how I feel about it. It's just a little bit of my story. It's not much. I'm not trying to tell much, but I'm just, like I said, want to tell it from from the eye view of the child, because I'm not a mom yet. So anyway, that is my response to African export. Hope it helped a little bit, but that was a great one. Thanks for putting that video out.